Hi, VC. It's Aaron, Thalamer, and today I'm entering a contest for a good friend of mine, Josh Keech. Now, Josh just hit 200 subscribers, and he's celebrating by having a contest, which is really cool. I think he's about 230 now. It'd be really cool to get Josh to 300 by the end of the year. I know that's his goal, and he's a really great guy, an amazing guitarist, and just a really nice guy. And we talk back and forth all the time on our videos. Really love Josh and his channel. Killer stuff. And check out his EP he put out. It's really good. It's an instrumental, and it's amazing. I absolutely love it. But before I get into this, I want to congratulate a good friend of mine, and that's Cosmic Brian, just passed 1,000 subs. So congratulations, Brian. I know that was a big goal of yours. And if you haven't checked him out, check out Cosmic Brian. Great channel, and he did it just through a lot of hard work. And he's been putting out videos for a long time. Very entertaining videos, one of the best in the business. And, he's never even had a contest to boost his subs or anything, which is, he's just a lot of just great content. Nothing wrong with contests. I love them. But he just slowly built up, and now he's past 1,000. Congratulations, Brian. You're the best, buddy. And then now for Josh's contest, and this is to show interest outside of music. So I've got a couple specific interests, and one of them is sports. And I've been into sports my whole life, and I've got three main teams I've been following since I first started, following the sports. Being from Idaho, it's a small state in the United States, of course, and there's no local teams here, no major teams in Idaho. But I actually was born in Portland, Oregon, so that's the main reason I'm a Portland Trailblazer fan. There's a Portland hat right there. And I've been a Portland Trailblazer fan since I was a little kid. It's always been my favorite basketball team. I'm very loyal to my teams. Once I have a favorite, they're my favorite forever. And then being in Idaho, I had to just kind of find a team on my own. And back in the 70s, 80s, there was a channel called WTBS, which showed the Braves, Atlanta Braves. So I got to watch them every day, and I became a big Braves fan. So I've always been an Atlanta Braves fan, a Portland Trailblazers fan. And for football, back in the late 70s, when the San Diego Chargers at that time got Dan Fouts and had the high-powered Air Coryell offense, I became big fans of them, and I really loved their logo with the lightning bolt and their colors. So I've been a Charger fan since the late 70s, and I've been a fan of all three of those teams my whole life, basically, and I never change. And so it makes it really satisfying when they actually win. It's really cool. So my other big interests are, if you see up there, I was 7 years old in 1977 when Star Wars came out, and that movie changed my life. I was obsessed with it, and this record here, I had this on 8-track, and whenever we drive around in our car, I'd have my mom play it, so I drove her nuts. It's a story of Star Wars, kind of a narrated, shortened version of the first movie, which at that time was just called Star Wars. It wasn't called A New Hope. It was just so awesome. And then when Empire Strikes Back came out, that just blew me away. And I love the original trilogy especially, but I like most of the Star Wars stuff, especially the original first trilogy from the 70s and 80s. That's what I really love. And then my other thing I've really gotten into is Game of Thrones. Now, I got into that when it first, during the first season. I'm not really a big fantasy person. I like some of it. Some of it's really good. When it's really good, it's excellent, and there's some of it's kind of cheesy. But Game of Thrones just hooked me right away. When the first season came out on DVD, I watched that, and I watched it, and then I got all the books. And, this is one of the books here. This is the World of Ice and Fire. It's kind of a history of the whole thing. Kind of illustrated throughout, really cool, really like this, and it goes through like the back history and everything. Now they have House of the Dragons, part of that story is in there, and they're making a couple more spin-offs of the Game of Thrones. And for a while I was using this is my Stark mug, and then I've got my House Lannister mug with that's what I do. I drink and I know things, which is a thing that Tyrion Lannister said. And I just really love the storytelling and the characters. It's just different. It's got some special effects and magic type stuff, but it's mainly the characters and the story. And what's really cool, this album came out a few years ago. This is Dee Snider, For the Love of Metal. And there's a song on here. I don't know if this is really about it, but I call it the Arya Stark song because there's a song called Running Mazes. It's our first song on side B. And the chorus is, how's it go? Let me look it up. I had it in my head, now I can't think of it. It's a direct quote from the show, actually, what she says. And it's, there we go. Death, where is it? Okay, he says, not today, not today. Look into the eyes of death and say, not today. And that's what she says constantly in the last few seasons of Game of Thrones. She's always saying, not today. You know, look into the eyes of death and say, not today. So that, I call it the Arya Stark song. It really, I don't know if it really is or not, but it's a really big coincidence that came out after that. And then he's saying a direct quote from it, basically. And that's a really cool, she's a really cool character and everything. And so everybody, go sub Josh Keech. He's a great guy. Check out his guitar stuff he does. His EP is excellent. He plays guitar on his channel a lot. And he's from over in England. Really cool guy. Everyone sub Josh up. Sub up Cosmic Brian too. And everyone have a great day. And I got a couple more contests I'll try to get in this week. I've been slacking. I've been really busy. CGS Vinyl Guys won. I got to get into his contest. And there's another one I need to get into. So hopefully I'll get those videos out this week. If not, it'll be next week. Everyone have a great day, and I'll see you later.